Part 86. Super God System becomes infinitely stronger. Author, Shu Xiangzike. Chapter 851. It seems that in addition to the people from the 7 major forces, there are many masters among humans. Yes, this human being doesn't look very old, but he can actually resist the fire of the Black Spirit. Such a human being deserves our attention. A group of mutated beasts looked at Chu Wei with serious eyes. Black Spirit fire, what's so difficult about breaking it? Chu Wei said lightly. Damn it, stop bragging and show off. Let me show you the martial arts of my divine fire cult. Divine fire transformation into dragons. Li Xing made a few gestures in his hand, and following the changes in his gestures, the dark flames in the sky began to squirm. After a while, it turned into a huge 5-clawed black dragon. The black dragon is covered with black flames, or in other words, the black dragon itself is condensed from the black spirit fire. Go. Kill him. Li Xing waved his hand, and the black dragon immediately roared and headed towards Chu Wei. Chu Wei held a chopping knife and went to kill him. Boom. Boom. Chu Wei's figure was fighting with the black dragon. Although the black dragon was transformed into a supernatural form, the martial arts that could be used by Li Xing at this time must not be ordinary martial arts. Sure enough, after Chu Wei cut off the dragon's head with his sword, the black flame condensed into another dragon head. Generally, martial arts formed by supernatural powers will dissipate between heaven and earth if they are broken into pieces, but this black dragon is different. It actually came together again. Cut. Cut. Chu Wei held the chopping knife and swung it repeatedly, cutting off the dragon's head again and cutting the dragon's body into 4 or 5 pieces. However, the black dragon quickly gathered together again. It's useless. Do you think the martial arts of Shenhuo cult are ordinary martial arts? My black dragon can be immortal. No matter how many times you kill it, it can recover. Watch me exhaust you to death. Li Xing roared. Chu Wei's eyes were slightly cold, and he felt the black spirit fire entering his body again, but Chu Wei used his devouring power to possess him and directly extinguished the flames entering his body. If the devouring power is activated, Chu Wei can certainly beat Li Xing, but in this case, his identity will be completely exposed. Play with him for a while longer. If you can't get rid of him, there's nothing you can do about exposing your identity. After all, the power in the divine blood river is related to the silver heart in your body. Even if your identity is exposed, you have to absorb the power here. Strength. Although his powers can be continuously condensed, I can attack his body. Chu Wei looked at Li Xing with both eyes, cut with one sword. Chu Wei put the chopping knife on his waist, then put the chopping knife on his right hand. With the knife drawn, his body almost turned into a ray of light and came to Li Xing. Paddle. The light of the sword directly struck Li Xing's chest, but the black liquid on his armor was very strange, and it actually absorbed the aura and supernatural powers covering Chu Wei's sword. Just like Chu Wei's sword was just a physical attack on the armor on his chest, martial arts attacks and supernatural attacks were all absorbed by the armor on his body. After a slash, Chu Wei's figure and Li Xing's figure were separated by a distance, and the two looked at each other. No matter how sharp your king's weapons are, it's useless. My black liquid armor can absorb martial arts and spiritual power. You can't hurt me. Li Xing looked arrogant. The most powerful thing about a spiritual cultivator is of course martial arts and supernatural powers, but his armor can absorb these two things, which is really powerful. Fight with me, you will lose. Li Xing smiled and shouted, double dragons of divine fire. Super God system becomes infinitely stronger. Author, Shu Xiangzike. Chapter 852. He waved his hand, and the black dragon in the sky split into 2, becoming 2 black dragons that attacked Chu Wei. Chu Wei held a slashing knife and killed the 2 black dragons. However, Li Xingxing didn't care at all, and directly changed his gestures and shouted, "3 dragons of divine fire." The 2 black dragons that were killed turned into 3. Even if you have the means to resist the special attack power of my black spirit fire, I will see how you can break the divine dragon Jew of the divine fire sect. Li Xingxing snorted and controlled the dragon to attack Chu Wei. With 3 black dragons attacking, Chu Wei's slashing knife was a little difficult to cut, and these black dragons would condense after being killed, which was very difficult. Is this the martial arts of the divine fire sect? It is much weirder than the Chengtian 3 Daos of the Chengtian sect. Chu Wei secretly compared the martial arts of the 7 major forces. The divine fire sect's divine dragon technique is that it cannot be beaten to disappear. Although the black dragon's attack power is not strong, if it continues like this, it will definitely be defeated by all its spiritual energy. It is rumored that the divine fire sect's divine dragon technique can form a total of 7 flame dragons. Now Li Xingxing has used 3. It depends on how long this outsider human can hold on. It seems that Li Xingxing is still a little bit stronger. After all, he is a member of the divine fire section. Whether it is martial arts or armor, they are extremely rare. Yes, but this outsider human is also very powerful. Li Xingxing's black spirit fire can burn superpowers and spiritual energy, but this outsider human actually has a way to resist it. This is already very powerful. Yes. Many mutant beasts discussed that the black spirit fire could become the 17th existence of the heavenly ranking, and it almost has an invincible combat power in a large realm. But this outsider can actually fight Li Xingxing to this point at the same level, which is already very powerful. Even if they were to take the field, they might not be able to defeat Li Xingxing. Can you still hold on? Then take a look at my 4 dragons. Divine Fire Art, Divine Fire 4 dragons. Li Xingxing conjured up a black dragon again, and a total of 4 black dragons attacked Chu Wei. Chu Wei dodged left and right, his eyes slightly cold, thinking about what trump card to use to defeat his opponent. You are good at running away. Were you born in the year of the dog in your previous life? You are so good at running. Li Xingxing saw that Chu Wei could only run away under the attack of 4 black dragons, and he couldn't help but mocked. At the same time, he moved his hands again and shouted, "Let me show you the highest realm of my divine fire art, divine fire art, divine fire 7 dragons." Li Xingxing's veins on both hands bulged, and a large amount of black spirit fire gushed out of his hands, instantly turning into 3 black dragons. For a while, 7 black dragons filled the entire sky. The 7 dragons roared, and the whole sky roared with it. It was too impactful. Li Xingxing, I'll see where you run. Kill them. It seems that I also need to be a little serious. Chu Wei smiled, and this Li Xingxing's strength was indeed above Zhaoju. Chu Wei's body shook, and a layer of red dragon scales instantly covered his body. There were mysterious runes on the dragon scales, and Chu Wei's pupils also turned into red vertical pupils. Chu Wei used the half-dragon physique. After Chu Wei strengthened this physique many times, it now has the combat power to fight 2 levels higher. At the same time, Chu Wei's strength, speed, and defense have all been greatly improved. Bang! Chu Wei's fist covered with dragon scales directly punched one of the black dragons on the head, and with a whoosh, the black dragon was directly broken into pieces. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Super God system becomes infinitely stronger. Author, Xu Xiangzike. Chapter 853. So strong. This outsider seems to be getting stronger again. Yes. Look at his skin and eyes. He has a physique. A group of geniuses were surprised and envious. Physical fitness may be innate, or it may be obtained through other methods, but the conditions for obtaining it are difficult. Because although they are geniuses from the 7 major forces, they do not have physiques, which is enough to illustrate the rarity of physiques. This is not something you will have if you are very powerful. Boom. Cut. Chu Wei, who transformed into a half-dragon, greatly improved his strength and directly destroyed all 7 black dragons in the sky. Whoosh. Chu Wei's figure took advantage of the fact that the black dragon's body had not yet regrouped, came to the other party, and punched Li Xingxing in the chest. I said, "You can't break my armor. Aura, supernatural powers, and martial arts are useless to me," Li Xingxing shouted. "Really? That's not necessarily the case," Chu Wei said lightly, and at the same time he pulled his fist back, his biceps bulging high. Arm of power, first gear. Boom. Chu Wei's fist hit the opponent's chest hard again. Wow, this time Li Xingxing actually spurted out a mouthful of blood. How is that possible? Li Xingxing was shocked. He lowered his head and glanced at his armor. The armor was obviously not broken, but how did the other party hit him through the armor? Chu Wei smiled. "Your armor can absorb supernatural powers and martial arts, but it can't absorb pure physical attacks. The punch I just made was a purely physical attack. I am the nemesis of your armor. This is impossible. Even if you attack purely physically, how could your power be so great?" Li Xingxing was so surprised. "You must know that even if your armor is mainly for defensive powers and martial arts, it also has physical defense. At least tens of millions of kilograms of strength cannot defeat him. What's more, the physical ability under his armor is very powerful, and ordinary physical attacks are completely ineffective against him. But this outsider actually punched himself to make him vomit blood. With such strength and such a pure physical attack, I am afraid that an aircraft carrier would fall apart under his punch. Is this still pure physical power that humans can have? Li Xingxing has never met such a person. This punch will make you fail." Chu Wei raised his fist again. This time, Chu Wei's entire dragon scale arm was covered with a layer of gray. Arm of power, second gear. Boom, with a sound, Chu Wei's fist hit Li Xingxing's chest hard again. Puff. Li Xingxing spurted blood, and his whole body was shot backward like a missile, directly smashing 2 mountain peaks before stopping. Suck. The geniuses of other forces around him, including the mutated beasts, all took a breath. Such abnormal pure physical power was really terrifying. This guy's strength shouldn't be enough to break the king's soldiers with his bare hands. This conjecture appeared in everyone's mind. Of course, there are people who can break the king's soldiers with just their hands. I heard that the people from the Beizan sect, who are ranked number 1 among the 7 major forces, have this ability. People from the Beizan sect can break other people's royal weapons with just their hands. But that is something that only the top geniuses of Beizan sect can do. Can this outsider be as powerful as that genius? Whoosh! Chu Wei's figure flew across the sky and landed in front of Li Xingxing. At this moment, Li Xingxing felt as if all the bones in his body were broken. The opponent's punch just now was so terrible, he completely lost his fighting ability. Super God System becomes infinitely stronger. Author, Shu Xiang ZK. Chapter 854. Who are you? Li Xingxing asked, vomiting blood. He asked himself that he was the number 1 genius of the Shenhuo cult and a famous figure on the entire earth. He thought that it was impossible for him to lose to an unknown person. I don't need to tell you, Chu Wei directly put his hand on Li Xingxing's wrist, where there was this black bracelet. What are you going to do? Li Xingxing was shocked. What are you doing? Of course you are collecting my war trophies. Chu Wei could tell at a glance that the armor on the opponent's body was made of this bracelet. This armor was very strong. Even if he punched it twice, there was still no trace of the armor being broken. Moreover, the greatest use of this armor is to absorb supernatural powers and martial arts. Even in the eyes of people like Chu Wei, such armor is a treasure. Take off. Chu Wei directly pulled the bracelet off and put it on his hand to watch. You can't take this away. This is the treasure of our Shenhuo section. If you take it away, our Shenhuo sect will definitely not let you go. This treasure is too important to Li Xingxing. It was given to him personally by the leader. If this treasure is lost, how can he have the face to go back? Won't you let me go? Believe it or not, if you dare to have sex in front of me again, I will kill you. Chu Wei suddenly looked at Li Xingxing with cold eyes. This guy didn't hold anything back in the battle just now. If he loses to him, I'm afraid his end will not be better than that of his opponent. Li Xingxing, you. Chu Wei looked at Li Xingxing's eyes, his eyes getting colder and colder, as if he was going to kill him at any time. Sweat, cold sweat appeared on Li Xingxing's forehead. What a murderous look! Li Xingxing's heartbeat accelerated under Chu Wei's gaze. Gudong, Li Xingxing finally swallowed a mouthful of saliva and said no more. Seeing Li Xingxing surrendering, Chu Wei smiled disdainfully and left Li Xingxing's side. I can't believe that the so-called first genius of the Divine Fire sect was defeated like this. It really embarrasses the Divine Fire section. He couldn't even clean up the garbage from Central Continent. What a shame. At this moment, a mocking voice came slowly from a distance. Li Xingxing was furious and about to get angry, but when he saw the person clearly, he suppressed his anger. Because he can never afford to offend this person. This person is the second genius of the Beizan sect, known as the second senior brother, Qin Zhanfeng. Qin Zhanfeng came from a distance. He looked confident and powerful, and his whole body exuded a huge pressure. Of all the geniuses present, including the mutant beasts, no one dared to move. Chu Wei frowned slightly. Was this the genius of the Beizan sect? He was obviously only the second genius, but this kind of strong self-confidence was not found in the first geniuses of the sects like Zhao Ju and Li Xingxing. You must be Chu Wei. Qin Zhanfeng walked to the opposite side of Chu Wei and said playfully. Chu Wei's eyes turned cold. Does this person have the ability to see through the true colors of others? Just when Qin Zhanfeng found Chu Wei, he was in the headquarters of Chengtian sect in the battlefield of gods. Reporting to the deputy leader, Qin Zhanfeng has now officially found Chu Wei because of the information we gave him, someone from the Chengtian sect reported. Deputy leader Feng Qianzhan said evilly, very good, with Qin Zhanfeng taking action, this time, this man named Chu Wei will definitely die without a burial place. Protector Hong on the side asked, Deputy leader, how did you know that Qin Zhanfeng would cause trouble for Chu Wei? Super God system becomes infinitely stronger. Author, Shu Xiang ZK. Chapter 855. Haha, you probably don't know this. Actually, a month ago, after Chu Wei caused a big disturbance in Chengtian sect, Qin Zhanfeng came to Chengtian sect to ask about Chu Wei's whereabouts. But no one knew where Chu Wei went at that time. Now that I know, I will tell Qin Zhanfeng, and I can kill Chu Wei with Qin Zhanfeng's help. Red Protector, but how do you know that Qin Zhanfeng is looking for Chu Wei to kill him? Feng Qianzhan smiled, this involves a secret inside Beizan section. You probably don't know that the first genius of Beizan sect, Xiao Zanyuan, actually comes from a small and poor city like Chu Wei. However, Qin Zhanfeng is from Tongzhou, which is a famous and prosperous place, and it is a place that specializes in producing geniuses and academic masters. But it is such a special a person who came from a place that produces geniuses and academic masters was suppressed by Xiao Zanyuan, who came from a poor small city, after entering Beizanmen. And he was suppressed so much that he didn't even have the strength to fight back. Therefore, a secret has been circulating inside Beizanmen, that is, Qin Zhanfeng is jealous of Xiao Zanyuan. And because of this reason, Qin Zhanfeng is extremely disgusted with geniuses from poor small cities. Because these people are just like Xiao Zanyuan, they all come from garbage places. The Red Guardian nodded repeatedly, I can't believe that there is such a secret inside Beizanmen. Feng Qianzhan, this time, we will use Qin Zanfan's point to let Chu Wei die. With Qin Zanfan's action, even if Chu Wei is a cat with 9 lives, he will definitely die. Ha ha ha. The end of the God Blood River. Qin Zhanfeng looked at Chu Wei and said calmly, surprised, do you think that if you change your appearance, no one can find you? You rubbish from rubbish places just like to play this trick of wearing masks, it's really pretentious and makes me sick. Chu Wei's eyes became colder. He seemed to have no grudges with this guy called Qin Zhanfeng, but this guy looked down on him as soon as he appeared. He came to find trouble. Chu Wei's hand touched the edge of his cheek, and with a light pull, a thin mask was taken off by Chu Wei, revealing his original face. Since the other party has recognized it, there is no need to wear this mask anymore. In addition, Chu Wei also felt that he had worn enough. Now that he has entered the battlefield of gods, and since everyone here is only at the king level. So, from now on, Chu Wei will walk with his true face. For all those who dare to find trouble with him, no matter what the reason, Chu Wei has only one decision, that is, beat and kill. He is really Chu Wei, Li Xingxing in the distance was surprised. He had long guessed that he would never be defeated by an unknown person, but he never expected that the person who defeated him was Chu Wei, who swept the younger generation of Chengtian sect some time ago. Moreover, it was rumored that Chu Wei was only at the king level 1 realm, but the Chu Wei who fought against him today was a king level 7 strongman. Could it be that this Chu Wei had risen to 7 small realms in a month? No, this is absolutely impossible. Li Xingxing looked at Chu Wei as if he was looking at a monster. This is impossible, he can't have such a strong talent, this is impossible, Li Xingxing kept repeating in his mouth. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Super God system becomes infinitely stronger. Author, Shu Xiangzike. Chapter 856. So he is Chu Wei. No wonder he is so brave, daring to come here alone to challenge the geniuses of the 7 major forces. It turns out he is Chu Wei. Yes, we have heard a lot of rumors about this person after entering this battlefield of gods. I heard that this guy escaped from the siege of the old masters of the 2 major forces, Chengtian sect and Tuzang sect. Such a person is not simple. While discussing, the mutant beasts looked at Chu Wei with increasing curiosity. They wanted to see what kind of human boy dared to challenge Chengtian sect and Tuzang sect alone. The geniuses of other forces around were even more surprised, and they all looked at Chu Wei intently. It seems that an amazing battle will break out here today. Qin Zhanfeng versus Chu Wei, who will win? I am really looking forward to it. The mutant beasts began to look forward to the battle of human masters. Humph. Amazing battle? Who will win? A piece of trash from a garbage place in Zhongzhou is worthy of being my Qin Zanfan's opponent? Are you blind? Qin Zhanfeng suddenly disliked these mutant beasts and attacked more than 10 mutant beasts on the scene. He punched them with a fist without any supernatural power. But the spiritual energy on the fist turned into a fierce gust of wind. Even if the more than 10 mutant beasts resisted with all their strength, they were still blown back by the gust of wind. A casual blow made more than 10 mutant beasts with strength above the king level 5 retreat. Qin Zanfan's combat power has reached a terrifying level. Is this the Gangfeng of the 100 Battles sect? Said a mutant beast with a bull's head and a human body among the mutant beasts that were beaten back. Qin Zhanfeng sneered, I didn't expect you to know Gangfeng. You are knowledgeable. Yes, this is Gangfeng. Bullhead, what is Gangfeng? The other mutant beasts asked curiously. Gangfeng is a skill that cultivates spiritual energy to the extreme, Niu Tiu said. Most of our mutant beasts and humans have given up cultivating spiritual energy because they have conquered many superpowers. So spiritual energy has become the power we use to advance. But Bazanman is different. They don't cultivate superpowers, they only cultivate spiritual energy, and they cultivate spiritual energy to be extremely hard. If the hardness of the spiritual energy in our body is 1, then the hardness of the spiritual energy in their body is 10. When the spiritual energy is cultivated to a hardness of 10, it undergoes a qualitative change and becomes what they call Ganki. Ganki is also called Gangjin. It is said that this method was used 500 years ago. Before the earth mutated, the ancient martial arts sects left behind a cultivation method. It was only after this era of mutation that the qi cultivated with this cultivation method became extremely powerful, far more powerful than ordinary supernatural powers. Qin Zhanfeng, I didn't expect that you, a bull-headed monster, knew so much. Yes, this is indeed the origin of qi. If I'm not mistaken, your ancestor 500 years ago should have been a beast that plowed the fields in my Bazan gate. After the mutation, your ancestor gained wisdom, left Bazan gate, and became a member of the mutant beast army. The bull-headed monster wanted to get angry when he was called a beast, but he held back and acquiesced. His ancestor was indeed a bull that plowed the fields in Bazan gate 500 years ago, so he knew so much about Bazan gate. And Bazan gate, 500 years ago, was actually a hidden ancient martial arts family. Super God system becomes infinitely stronger. Author, Shuxiang ZK. Chapter 857. Okay, the small talk is over. Now, it's time to beat up this trash from Zhongzhou. Chu Wei, listen carefully. I came to you not because I think you might be my opponent, but because I naturally look down on trash like you who come from a trashy place. I came here just because I don't like you, that's it. And you don't deserve to be called my opponent, because you are just a trash who can be beaten up by me at any time. Qin Zhanfeng finally said the purpose of coming to Chu Wei. Chu Wei, you idiot, are you finally done with your BB? If you are done with BB, you can be prepared to be beaten to death by me. People who come from trashy places have no quality. Watch me teach you a lesson with one punch. Qin Zhanfeng punched Chu Wei in the air. This punch brought a gust of wind. This is not a supernatural power, but a strong wind. Chu Wei instantly activated his half-dragon physique and punched out. With a bang, Chu Wei found that when the opponent's wind touched his fist, it was like the sharpest knife, and it actually cut several wounds on the dragon scales on his fist. Chu Wei looked down and found that this wind was indeed not simple, and it could even cut his half-dragon physique. Have you seen how powerful it is? Now let me show you the unparalleled fighting skills of my Bazan sect. Just think of it as me opening your eyes to you, a piece of trash. What? Qin Zhanfeng is going to use the unparalleled fighting skills directly? That is the most powerful fighting skills of Bazan sect. It seems that Qin Zhanfeng wants to fight quickly and defeat Chu Wei as quickly as possible. In the eyes of everyone, Qin Zhanfeng's body was so fast that it was almost like teleportation, and he appeared in front of Chu Wei in the next second. Unparalleled fighting skills, punch. Bang, a punch as fast as lightning hit Chu Wei's chest directly. Wow, Chu Wei spat out a mouthful of blood, and even the half-dragon man's amazing defense could not resist it. Without giving Chu Wei a chance to react, Qin Zhanfeng hit him with another palm, unparalleled fighting skill, palm. This palm seemed simple, but when it was hit, the strong wind instantly wrapped Chu Wei like countless blades. Hiss. Hiss. Hiss, countless wounds appeared on Chu Wei's body immediately, and blood flowed out. Unparalleled fighting skill, elbow. Qin Zhanfeng raised his arm and hit Chu Wei's chest directly with his elbow. Chu Wei's body was instantly hit and flew back like a sandbag. Teleport, Chu Wei's body disappeared directly to avoid the opponent's attack. However, what Chu Wei did not expect was that Chu Wei's figure after teleportation had just appeared, and Qin Zhanfeng's body actually came in front of him in just 1 second. Even if you master the law of space, what can you do? My speed is faster than lightning. The moment you appear, I can find you, Qin Zhanfeng said arrogantly. Unparalleled fighting skill, knee strike. Qin Zhanfeng raised his knee and hit Chu Wei's abdomen directly. The huge force made Chu Wei's body float in the air. Unparalleled fighting skill, leg. Qin Zhanfeng kicked out and kicked Chu Wei in the air. Chu Wei used the devouring ability to defend himself, and the dark tentacles directly wrapped himself up, like a black ball. Useless, Qin Zhanfeng said disdainfully. Bang, he kicked the black ball heavily. Super God system becomes infinitely stronger. Author, Xu Xiangzike. Chapter 858. With a bang, countless energy appeared on Qin Zhanfeng's feet, just like a blade, and actually cut off all the devouring abilities covering Chu Wei's body. With a bang, this kick directly kicked Chu Wei's chest. This kick was very heavy. When the kick hit, strong wind surged, and a strong wind formed around. Swoosh, Chu Wei's body was kicked thousands of meters away, hitting several mountains, and finally fell into a huge rock in a mountain, and his life or death was unknown. Good, so powerful, so strong. The people and mutant beasts around couldn't help trembling in their hearts when they saw this result. Is this the second brother of Bei Zanmen? He is so strong. Chu Wei, who was able to defeat the first genius of Shenhuo sect and Chengtian sect, was like a piece of mud in his hands. He was crippled by him in a few strokes. Brother, are you okay? Long Ke in the air shouted, and rushed directly towards Qin Zhanfeng. I'm going to fight you. Long Ke turned into three heads, spitting flames and lightning and rushing over. Clown who doesn't know his own limits. Qin Zhanfeng snorted coldly, without moving his body, just shaking his body. Countless auras burst out of his body like countless flying knives towards Long Ke. Swoosh! 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 Blood splattered everywhere, and Long Q's body was directly hit back by this aura. There were many terrible wounds on Long Q's body that were deep enough to see the bones. Qin Zhanfeng was too strong. However, just when everyone thought the battle was over, the mountain in the distance suddenly exploded with a boom. Chu Wei's figure came out again, and Chu Wei's body was steaming, and the blood boiling had been activated. Sisi, the wounds on Chu Wei's body began to heal automatically under the heat. Kaka, Chu Wei's sternum that had just been broken by the opponent also began to heal. The people around were shocked by Chu Wei this time. What kind of skill did this Chu Wei have? He was hit by Qin Zhanfeng just now. Even if he didn't die, he would definitely lose his combat effectiveness. But he healed automatically. This is also a pervert. I didn't expect that your life is really like what Feng Qianzhan of Chengtian sect said, like a cat with 9 lives, you can withstand a beating. Qin Zhanfeng looked at Chu Wei and said sarcastically. Chengtian sect again? It seems that they asked you to come to me, Chu Wei said coldly. This Chengtian sect is also causing trouble for himself. He will be destroyed sooner or later. Humph. They are not qualified to order me, they just provided me with some information. For example, the various martial arts and superpowers you have used. I know you still have a heaven-level martial arts, come on, use it, let me see it. This is your last chance. Facing Qin Zhanfeng's words, Chu Wei said lightly, it seems that you are sure that you can stop the God Killer, so you came to me. Qin Zhanfeng, yes, although you have a heaven-level martial arts, I just want to defeat you when you use the heaven-level martial arts. In this way, I can completely trample you under my feet. Chu Wei had a dangerous evil smile on his mouth, and said, although you know the God Killer, but, you probably don't know the Aurora. Since you want to see it, let you be the first person to see it. After Chu Wei finished speaking, a momentum appeared on his body, and the devouring superpower in Chu Wei's hand turned into a long slashing knife. You are listening to novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Super God system becomes infinitely stronger. Author, Shuxiang ZK. Chapter 859. However, this time, Chu Wei did not put the slashing knife on his waist, but held it with his backhand, with the 2-meter-long blade placed on Chu Wei's back. When this gesture was completed, a kind of knife energy began to appear on Chu Wei's body, and this knife energy cut countless holes in the ground around Chu Wei. At this moment, Chu Wei's whole person was like a sharp knife. What's going on? This knife energy gives people a strong pressure. Qin Zhanfeng, who had always been disdainful of Chu Wei, was shocked. What kind of trick is this? Why do I feel that as long as this human approaches me, the knife energy around him will cut me into countless pieces? So scary. The mutant beasts were also secretly shocked. Does this Chu Wei have any trump cards to turn the tables? The humans at the scene also speculated. I can't believe that Chu Wei still has so many cards to play when he fights me. It seems that even among the 7 major forces, he is definitely a first-class genius. Li Xingxing, am no match for him. It's not unfair to lose to him. At this moment, Li Xingxing was completely convinced by Chu Wei. At the same time, everyone's eyes turned to Chu Wei. Everyone knew that Chu Wei's move was extraordinary. It should be the one that Qin Zhanfeng would win or lose. Third move, Aurora. Chu Wei said lightly, and then his body moved. Quickly, Chu Wei's body at this moment was almost like a ray of light. This ray of light directly passed through Qin Zhanfeng's body. At the moment the ray of light touched, Qin Zhanfeng's eyes were shocked. He could feel the opponent's attack, but he could not counter-attack or defend. Because the opponent was too fast, the opponent's speed at this moment exceeded the speed of light. Switch. After the ray of light formed by Chu Wei passed through Qin Zhanfeng, the ray of light did not disappear immediately, but stayed in the air for a long time. At the same time, a dark hole appeared where the light passed, which was the space that was cut open by the previous attack. Puff. A hole appeared on Qin Zhanfeng's chest clothes, and blood flowed out. At the same time, the bones in his chest were broken. It can be said that Chu Wei's previous attack almost cut his entire body in two. If it weren't for the qi in his body that helped him block the light at the last moment, he would have been a dead man at this moment. Swoosh. Qin Zhanfeng didn't hesitate at all. He took out something like a flying device from the space, put it on his back and went away. The speed was faster than that of the dragon bird. The flying device was a treasure, used to escape. With one move from Chu Wei, Qin Zhanfeng was seriously injured and fled. Chu Wei looked at the horizon with cold eyes. Although Qin Zhanfeng was seriously injured, it would probably take a lot of effort to kill him completely. Today, Chu Wei has fought several battles in a row, and he also used the Aurora. Now Chu Wei's spiritual energy has consumed more than half. Today is not the time to chase him and kill him, because Chu Wei's target is the Divine Blood River. Everyone, the show is over, now you all leave here, I want this place. Chu Wei held the devouring blade and spoke to all the geniuses on the scene. What? This guy actually wants to drive us all away. This is too domineering. We are geniuses from the 7 major forces. Could it be that he really doesn't give any face? Does he really want to offend all the forces alone? Super God system becomes infinitely stronger. Author, Shuxiang ZK. Chapter 860. In addition to the surprise of humans, the mutant beasts were also surprised, thinking that they are all strong ones in the mutant beast family. On weekdays, whether it is other mutant beasts or some humans see them, no one is polite, but today is an exception. First, Qin Zhanfeng directly attacked more than a dozen of them, and then Chu Wei directly shouted at them to leave. This is too disrespectful to them. You don't want to leave, do you? I'll count to 3. Anyone who doesn't leave will be killed without mercy. Chu Wei's eyes showed strong murderous intent. There is nothing to say about grabbing treasures in the gods' battlefield. The strong are respected, and those who don't obey will be killed. Feeling the murderous aura on Chu Wei's body, more than a dozen mutant beasts looked at each other. Although they were very reluctant, they knew that they could not afford to offend this human being, so they left one by one. Chu Wei, do you really want to be enemies with all the 7 major forces? Some human geniuses were still unwilling to leave like this, and brought up the forces behind them to threaten Chu Wei. Boom! Chu Wei directly transformed his superpower into a Bigfoot and kicked the man several hundred meters away. He fell to the ground vomiting blood. 3. Chu Wei began to count. 2. 1. When the count reached 1, Chu Wei held a chopping knife in his hand, and the murderous aura in his eyes skyrocketed, and he was about to kill. Do these people really think that they dare not kill them? Chu, don't move, we're leaving now, we're leaving now. At this moment, these geniuses were finally afraid. Big Brother is mighty, Big Brother is domineering, Big Brother, your cock is so humming awesome. Lonke, who was also injured, immediately shouted as soon as everyone left. This Big Brother was so majestic today. He actually told such mutated beasts and geniuses to get lost all by himself. Stop talking, quickly enter the divine blood river and absorb the power in it. Chu Wei jumped directly into the blood river. Oh, yes, uncle, I still want to advance. Plop, with a sound, the dragon bird also jumped in. Layers of red energy continued to enter Chu Wei's body. Chu Wei, who had just jumped into the blood river, felt that the energy in this place was much more abundant than the energy in the previous place. Chu Wei soon felt it again, and the silver heart in his body began to react again. As the heart beat violently, Chu Wei's heart turned silver again. Although the golden seal on the heart was still there, silver blood actually flowed out of the silver heart and flowed through Chu Wei's entire body. Light. A burst of red light lit up, and Chu Wei's half-dragon state turned on automatically. As the silver blood flowed through Chu Wei's body, the half-dragon's physique began to change. I saw a tenth of silver appearing on those red dragon scales. Soon, Chu Wei's original red dragon scales all turned into silver. There were golden runes on the silver dragon scales, which looked extremely sacred. Moreover, Chu Wei's original red vertical pupils also turned into silver vertical pupils at this moment. Chu Wei's half-dragon physique finally evolved again and became a silver half-dragon. Grip. Chu Wei clenched his fist and said, "Bump," the air was so tight that it exploded. Chu Wei was shocked. What kind of strength was this? It actually squeezed the air so much that it exploded. Oh my god, brother, you are not really a monster, are you? At this moment, Lonke, who had 3 heads that looked like monsters, actually thought Chu Wei was a monster. Because Lonke has never seen someone who can squeeze the air to explode. Isn't this a monster?